My New Year's resolution is to believe that David Stearns actually has a plan.
Is to stop letting the New York Mets emotionally drain me and to stop being surprised when these things happen.
The positivity and just embracing the change could really turn into something special.
I hope things change, but right now, I think I'm going to less games.
I promise you, I will not say this is our year until we are mathematically in it in September.
I will not slam that panic button until at least June 1st.
Is to stop sweating the small stuff. Do we need a real first baseman? Do we need a starting rotation? Come on.
So anyway, let's go Mets. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's go Mets.
What's up, Met fans? Welcome back to the Meet the Mets Fans podcast. I'm your host, Stefan, and I'm here live from the Meet the Met Fans podcast studios. Check out this brand new sign brought to you by one of our biggest supporters, our guy, Jesse, huge supporter of the podcast, got me this as a Christmas present. Thanks, Jess, bringing the vibes of the podcast to my little studio that I have here at my house. Pretty awesome gift. But yes, now every episode is going to be filmed from what we will call the Meet the Met Fans podcast studio. Thanks, Jess. I'm here with episode 18, a very special edition of the Meet the Mets Fans podcast. We are going to have a full fan feature episode where Met fans are going to be telling us about their New Year's resolutions, specifically about the New York Mets. So we're going to take it away. We're going to start right off the bat with our first clip. It's going to be here from Christina from Queens, who's going to lead us through a little bit of a recap from how last season went, how the offseason has gone so far, and then her New Year's resolution. Take it away, Christina.
My New Year's resolution is to stop being surprised when the Mets do things that make me question everything I know about the Mets and baseball and making decisions of what teams I'm going to follow my entire life. Granted, like every other Mets fan growing up in Queens, like this was given to us as children. Like we grew up with this, but you know, we didn't ask for this pain. We didn't ask for this suffering. I think it's just like generational. It's just given to us as we grow up. And it's like, this is what you have to deal with for the rest of your life if you're going to support this team. The 2025 season was, coming off of 2024, the 2025 season was an utter disgrace and an utter embarrassment. And we lost to the Miami Marlins on a Sunday afternoon. Like, we could, like, it's like we didn't even try. Yet here we are spending, over $1 million, over millions of dollars on these players. We have the best talent. We came off of an incredible playoff season, which don't even get me started on how we realistically should have won 2024. And I'm still pissed about that, but whatever. And then 2025 season happens. And then, okay, fine. You know what? We had a bad year. We rebuild, we start on again. And then we go and we do all the trading. And then Alonso leaves. And then Nimmo leaves. And then Diaz leaves. And we don't even give him a chance. We don't even listen to the things that he wants. So now what? Now, my New Year's resolution is to stop letting the New York Mets emotionally drain me and to stop being surprised when these things happen. Because this has just been the entire time of my career as a Mets fan. So I don't really know what to think of 2026. Like, who's even on the team? I don't even know. I hope Mendoza and Cohen and everybody over there has their own resolutions of trying to figure out how to handle a baseball team and to not have another New York team completely embarrass the state of New York. That I don't know.
Wow, Christina. Yeah, thank you for taking us through the heartbreak of what was last year. But I think it's important to remember as we plan these resolutions, and your resolution, I think, is one that will resonate with a lot of Met fans of trying your absolute best to not let this team destroy you emotionally. The roller coaster is real as a Met fan, and I think we all feel that. So thanks, Christina. Our next Mets fan that we're going to listen to is Mike from Boston. Mike has been on the pod before sharing his fan reactions to different things that have happened. Let's hear from Mike on his New Year's resolution.
How we doing, everybody in Mets Nation? I'm here to start 2026 off on a good note with a little Mets New Year's resolution. For me, personally, what I'm going to do this year, and I think I'd like everybody to get on board with is embracing the change. That could really manifest itself into a lot of different things, because once we embrace the fact that it's going to be a new look team, it's taking a different approach, obviously with the resources of Steve Cohen, I really think that the positivity and just embracing the change could really turn into something special, similar to the 2024 Mets. Came out of nowhere, right? Who knows? Maybe with the positivity, just embracing the new look and the new approach, things could go in the right direction. So New Year's resolution, don't get too high, don't get too low, because it's a long season, but embrace the change and the new look.
Mike has got a different tone from the first couple of times he's been on our pod with a fan reaction, and I think time does sometimes heal wounds, right, Mike? I hear what you're saying. Embrace the change, and I think we have no choice but to embrace this change. I like with Christina, I think your resolution is going to resonate with a lot of fans, just probably on the different end of the spectrum. Our next one that we're going to hear from is Connor from Long Island. Connor, like Mike, has been on sharing his opinions in the past, wanted to drop us his New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to believe that David Stearns actually has a plan. Last year, I didn't think he has a plan, but trying to flip that switch, I'm going to trust that some way, somehow, he has a plan over these next 6 weeks to make this Mets team relevant and good again.
Appreciate that, Connor. Yeah, I think David Stearns has a plan also. I have to believe that David Stearns believes he has a plan. I just don't know that we've fully seen what that plan is just yet. I'm starting to settle into the idea that what we have right now is the plan. And if we can add a big bat to that, great. But David Stearns might be rolling with what we have now, and it's a different brand of baseball. So let's see if this plan results in a different result than what we've seen in the past. Our next one is actually going to come from Pete Manzello. Pete is our resident beat reporter who often helps us to gather fan reactions to different things that has happened. Take it away, Pete. Let's hear your New Year's resolution as a Met fan.
Hey guys, love the show. Big fan. Keep up the good work. Right now, my New Year's resolution for the Mets, probably not a good one. I think it's going to less games this year. I'm still heartbroken about losing Pete. I understand losing Diaz, but it's horrible. I kind of feel like the team is gutted. I'm not very excited at the moment for what they're going to have. So I hope things change, but right now, I think I'm going to less games. Keep up the great work on the show, guys. Let's go Mets.
Oh, Pete, I'm heartbroken listening to you. We can't go to less games. I mean, I hear what you're saying. It's hard to get behind a team where it feels like it's been gutted. It feels like all your favorite players that you loved in the past are gone. And I'm with you. I'm a big Pete Alonso fan. He was my favorite player when he was a New York Met. He's probably still my favorite player right now. It's hard to move past some of these things, but as Met fans, we got to go out there and support the guys that are on the field. I more than I am a Pete Alonso fan, I'm a New York Mets fan, and I know that that's the same for you. And you shouldn't be going there because, like last year, Steve Cohen said, hey, come out, Met fans, and support this team, do your part and be in this ballpark. And we went out in unheard of numbers and supported this team. That isn't the reason to go out this year, though. The reason to go out this year is because we are Met fans, and Met fans should support this team. So, Pete, I know that you're going to be out there. I know that you're going to continue to listen to this pod and hope that we can convince you to attend as many Met games as possible. Hope to see you there, buddy. All right. Our next one is actually from a super fan in himself, has been on the pod with us a couple of times, did his own episode with us, which you can check out, but has also dropped his fan reaction pretty much every time that we've needed him to. Let's hear from Nick, Pinman from Middle Village. Tell us what you believe the New York Mets resolution should be.
Hey, meet the Met fans. It's Pinman here. Hi, Stefan. My feeling for the Mets on this new year, well, obviously we need some players, but we need to have a team that's unified, together, show some spirit, not like last year. We all knew they were dead in the water. For some reason, they just, at the end of the year, they just didn't have the spirit, especially that they had the year before. And we just got to hope everybody stays healthy. And what else? Well, obviously, we got to start winning right from the start. And we all got to stick together and be positive, even though it's been kind of rough the last 3.5 months of last season and what's been going on in the off season makes it hard to, feel like we're going to be good, but we're going to be good. We pray anyway. So anyway, let's go Mets. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's go Mets.
Happy New Year, Pinman. Yeah, like Pete said, like you're saying now, it's really hard to see where this team is going, really hard to see how this team is going to be better than they were in the past. And, we hope to we're going to be able to show some of that in our future episodes where David Stearns might be going with this team as the offseason fills out. Like I said, it's going to be a different brand of baseball that we're going to be looking at with this New York Mets team than we're accustomed to, than we've seen in the past few years. But they do have the ability to be a pretty good team. And so I believe what Pinman is saying. We got to go out there. We got to support. We got to believe in our team. Our next fan reaction is going to come from Ralph Prove. Take it away, Ralph.
What's up, fellow Met fans? This is Ralph Prove, and I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. My New Year's resolution for 2026, I promise you I will not say this is our year until we are mathematically in it in September. All I have to say is, let's go Mets! Woo!
Quick and short, like it, Ralph. We appreciate that. Met fans, baseball fans, we strongly believe in those jinxes and curses. We want to make sure that we're not saying this is our year too early. September, when we're mathematically in it, we might be holding you to that one, Ralph. Hope to see you at a Met game soon. All right. And our next Met fan that we're going to hear from is actually probably our most frequent contributor to our podcast since he's joined us. Anthony from Fresh Meadows, always bringing us some exciting stuff. Let's hear from Anthony.
Gentlemen, Happy New Year. 2026 is looking to be a very interesting year for us this year. My resolution as a New York Mets fan this year is I solemnly swear I will not slam that panic button until at least June 1st. It's typically for me early May, but then again, I've been used and abused by this team for the last almost 40 years. So that's my resolution, and I guess get to more games. That's always my goal. I always want to get to at least one more game than the year before. So if we could do that, it'll be a cool year. Playoffs, everything else will just be a bonus. Let's go Mets, guys.
I'm with 99% of what you said there, buddy, but I think playoffs is a must, right? Like, I don't care that this team doesn't look like a team that's going to be competitive right now. Our president of baseball ops believes that he's putting a team on the field that's going to win. So I expect playoffs. I expect nothing less than that, but hitting the panic button too early, we don't want to do that either. So I'm with you, buddy. Next up, we have Brian from Oceanside. Brian is actually someone who has history here on our podcast, our very, very young podcast. So Brian was the first ever guest to co-host an episode in our podcast history. You can check that out on episode 3, way back about a month and a half ago when we started this whole project. So let's listen to Brian. Tell us what you got, Brian.
Hey, sports fans, New York Mets New Year's resolution is to stop sweating the small stuff. Do we need a real first baseman? Do we need a starting rotation? Come on. Let's just go to the stadium, have one of those rainbow cookie egg rolls, wait on long lines at Shake Shack, and just enjoy ourselves. Come on. You gotta believe.
That one actually made me laugh a lot. Brian, I appreciate that so much. Those rainbow cookie egg rolls are the best. They're so good. The food at Citi Field is great. And we should go to as many Met games as we can, if not for the team, at least for the food. But Brian, I'm with you, man. We got to support our team. We got to go out there. We got to believe. We can't do anything different than that. As fans, we're not in the driver's seat here. We're along for the ride. And so let's hope this team gives us something to cheer about. A little bit of comedy there with your response, but I'm with you. We don't need all that stuff. We just need to win. And coming in at the buzzer beater with his New Year's resolution for the New York Mets is our buddy, our favorite oyster farmer, Keith. Keith, take it away.
My New York Mets resolution is to take my young children to 3 games so that they can experience the absolute misery that I've experienced since 1987 when I was born. Unfortunately, this franchise has given me hope, but no return on that hope. It always ends in disappointment. And this offseason, based on what they have done, who they've let go, and what they haven't done, who they haven't picked up, at this point, I'm just asking for meaningful baseball in August. The season can't be over halfway through because they are unable to compete. I just ask, I plead, I beg to have meaningful sports for at least 3/4 of the season. Hopefully the whole season. Hopefully a playoff run. Hopefully a World Series championship before I die and before my children die.
Oh, geez. Morbid there, Keith. Talking about death. The Mets will bring us a World Series championship. I believe that. What do you think, Sam?
I think that.
You think that? Samira, do you have a New Year's resolution for the New York Mets?
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution for the New York Mets?
My New Year's resolution for the New York Mets is I hope they win this year.
I hope they win this year?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it for Samira on New York Mets.
Thanks.
All right. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
And I'm going to close things out here on the pod with sharing with you guys my Mets fans' New Year resolution for myself. It is to find a new favorite player. So I've said repeatedly that Pete Alonso was my favorite player on the Mets. Pete Alonso's not here anymore. For those of you who've lost your favorite player in this offseason, whether it's Brandon Nimmo, Pete Alonso, Edwin Diaz, or for the very small few of us whose favorite player was actually Jeff McNeil, we've got to move forward here, and we've got to be open to another player on this team stepping into that role of being our favorite player. For me, I'm going to be open. It could be a guy who's been on this team in the past, whether that's Lindor or whether that's Juan Soto maybe can step up into that role for me. I'm really leaning towards it being Nolan McLean. I hope that he can step in and fill the void that Jacob deGrom has left in us as Met fans. But you never know. It might be somebody who's not here yet. It might be one of these new guys like Polanco who steps up and make me forget all about Pete Alonso over at first base. Highly doubt that. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to be open, and we all should be open. Every new season brings us a lot of opportunity to start fresh, to start new, and you never know what's going to happen in a baseball season. So we got to root for our team. Let's go Mets. Let's get excited. Pitchers and catchers are just a little more than a month away, and we're going to get there pretty soon. So let's get moving here, David Stearns. Let's add another big bat to this team so Met fans can go into the season rest assured that they should come out to the ballpark and support that team. Let's go Mets.
Meet the Mets fans, voices rising up from the stands. Hear their cheers, hear their groans, feel their highs, feel their moans. Stories untold now on the mic. Mets fans unite.